Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff where the air is so fresh it feels untouched by time. Below you, emerald blue fjords stretch toward the horizon like giant mirrors, reflecting snow-capped mountains that have stood for thousands of years. Waterfalls tumble from impossible heights, ancient Viking legends whisper through the valleys, and every sunrise paints the sky with colors no camera can truly capture. Welcome to Norway, a country where nature doesn't simply impress you, it changes the way you see the world. In 2026, Norway continues to rank among the world's most breathtaking travel destinations, attracting millions of visitors seeking dramatic landscapes, unforgettable adventures, and moments of pure serenity. But beyond the famous postcards lies a land filled with hidden stories, timeless traditions, and places that leave travelers speechless. Today, our journey begins through the first chapter of this extraordinary Scandinavian paradise. Our adventure starts in one of Norway's most iconic natural wonders, a place that seems suspended between heaven and earth. As dawn slowly breaks over southwestern Norway, the first rays of sunlight illuminate an enormous rocky platform rising nearly 604 meters above the magnificent Lysefjord. This is Preikestolen, better known around the world as Pulpit Rock. The journey to reach this legendary viewpoint is almost as rewarding as the destination itself. The hiking trail winds through forests scented with pine, across smooth granite carved by glaciers during the last ice age nearly 10,000 years ago, and beside peaceful mountain lakes that perfectly reflect the surrounding peaks. With every step, anticipation grows stronger. Then suddenly, the forest opens. Before you stretches one of Europe's most unforgettable panoramas. Standing on the massive flat cliff feels almost surreal. There are no railings separating you from the vast emptiness below. Only the silent wind, the endless fjord, and the overwhelming realization of nature's immense power. The Lysefjord stretches more than 40 kilometers through towering cliffs shaped by glaciers over millions of years. During summer, cruise ships appear tiny beneath the cliff, drifting quietly across the deep blue water like miniature toys. For many visitors, this is not simply a viewpoint. It becomes a deeply personal moment, a reminder of how beautifully small we truly are. The best months to visit are between May and September, when hiking conditions are safest and daylight seems endless. Beginning your hike before sunrise rewards you with golden light, cooler temperatures, and fewer crowds. As the morning mist slowly disappears from the fjord below, the entire landscape feels almost magical. Adventure seekers often combine the hike with kayaking through the Lysefjord or scenic boat cruises that reveal waterfalls hidden deep within the cliffs. Local cafes nearby serve freshly baked cinnamon pastries and traditional Norwegian waffles topped with brown cheese, offering the perfect ending to an unforgettable morning. Yet remarkable as this destination may be, Norway has only begun to reveal its secrets. Far to the north, where towering mountains meet impossibly clear waters, another masterpiece awaits. As the road twists through dramatic mountain passes, waterfalls begin appearing around every corner. Their thunder echoes across green valleys while clouds drift gently between rugged peaks. Welcome to Geirangerfjord. Often described as the crown jewel of Norway's fjords, Geirangerfjord has earned its place as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for good reason. Carved by glaciers during the last ice age, this spectacular fjord extends nearly 15 kilometers into the mountains, creating one of the most photographed landscapes on Earth. Every viewpoint seems more breathtaking than the last. One moment, you're looking down from mountain roads that appear suspended above the clouds. The next, you're sailing quietly through crystal-clear waters, surrounded by vertical cliffs, rising nearly 1,400 meters into the sky. The silence here is extraordinary. Only waterfalls interrupt the stillness. Among them are the famous Seven Sisters waterfall, where 7 elegant streams cascade gracefully down the mountainside, and the Suder waterfall, whose local legend tells of an eternal romance between the waterfalls that has fascinated visitors for generations. Nature and folklore blend effortlessly here. The tiny village of Geiranger, nestled at the end of the fjord, offers charming wooden houses, welcoming cafes, and museums that tell stories of the resilient families who once farmed impossibly steep mountainsides. Many abandoned farms still cling dramatically to cliffs, accessible only by narrow mountain paths or boat, reminding visitors of the incredible determination of Norway's early settlers. One of the most unforgettable experiences is driving the famous Eagle Road. Hairpin turn after hairpin turn reveals increasingly spectacular views until you arrive at Ålesund viewpoint. Here, the entire fjord unfolds beneath your feet, its emerald waters winding gracefully between towering mountains like a ribbon carved into stone. Photographers often wait patiently for evening light, when golden sunlight bathes the cliffs while cruise ships slowly glide below, creating scenes worthy of the world's finest travel magazines. Summer offers ideal weather for hiking and kayaking, while autumn transforms surrounding forests into brilliant shades of orange and gold. Winter, though quieter, wraps the fjord in snow, creating an entirely different kind of beauty, peaceful, untouched, and almost dreamlike. Traveling here in 2026 is easier than ever thanks to improved electric ferry services and environmentally friendly tourism initiatives that help preserve this fragile natural wonder for future generations. Yet Norway still has another place where nature pushes imagination beyond its limits. A destination where towering granite peaks rise directly from the sea, where colorful fishing villages stand beneath mountains older than dinosaurs, where sunlight refuses to disappear during summer, and where every turn feels like stepping into a fantasy novel. Our journey is about to enter one of the most magical landscapes anywhere on Earth. But that incredible chapter is only beginning. Join me in part 2 as we continue exploring Norway's unforgettable beauty, discovering the enchanting Lofoten Islands, the breathtaking Trolltunga cliff, and the historic coastal city of Bergen, places that prove Norway's greatest wonders are still waiting just beyond the horizon. As our journey continues, the familiar image of Norway begins to transform. The deep fjords and towering cliffs slowly give way to jagged mountains rising straight from the Arctic Sea, where tiny red fishing cabins cling to rocky shores, and the sun refuses to set for weeks during summer. This is the kind of place that photographers dream about, where every road feels like a scene from an epic fantasy film, and every breath reminds you how extraordinary our planet truly is.